the game if that's prevalent. Putting on a few mutas to do a little harassment, because I feel like, you know, we're macroing up, and if I can get some kind of economic advantage by dealing damage to his vulnerable probes back here, hopefully I can kind of stay ahead, because I feel like I've done a lot of damage with my units. Here we go. Hotkeying my mutas to 3. You know, just keeping them always. Let's see what I'm doing, because I'm egocentric as shit. Just pumping out units, almost maxed out. Let's see what he's up to. He's not quite as maxed out as me. He's like 20 food behind here. His army composition is really, really strong versus me. Make no mistake. Very strong. Kind of doing minimal damage to his gas here. And I really like that. Gas damage can be neglected after it happens. You kill a couple probes off on gas. You can see he's not replacing these. So he's kind of behind in the Vespine gas, the technology race here. And where'd I put those mutas? I guess I flew them back or something? Whatever. So he's attacking me. Let's go to everybody. He's attacking me. Totally takes out this base. I'm not really losing a lot. Maybe 300 minerals at most. Some eggs. Whatever. They were making... oh, Ultralisks. I guess they're making Ultralisks, which is actually a loss. Indeed. I'm really stacking up these minerals, staying on top of macro. Eggs. Eggs. Come on, bitch. Eggs. And at this point, I'm really waiting for my ultras to hatch, because Psystorm is really butchering my force here. Here's an ultra. He dies. There's an ultra doing some damage. Ultras. He's Psystorming my mineral patch here, doing a little bit of damage. And it looks like I'm really in the hurt zone here. Let's see the production tab. I'm making 2 Ultralisks, 40 Zerglings. Beer. These Zerglings should do good against this army composition. They're too fast. They're not getting Psystorm. They're dealing damage to this Colossus. Destroying these Stalkers. Yeah. Pretty good trade there. He didn't do too much economic damage to me. He got my hatchery here, which is a pain in the ass. We're both still on 3 bases. Transferring some drones. And he sees everything. He sees what I'm doing here. Observers, just great unit. Ugh. And he's looking not too saturated here. He's got some units. He's got some workers there. Saturated here. Vacant here. And I don't know about these Stargates producing void rays, which will prove problematic. And Toric is on the line. What's up, dog? What a cool name. I wish my name was Toric. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Ultralisks. Excuse me. But Ultralisks. These are gonna be my saving grace. Let's go to production tab. Making more Ultralisks, more Zerglings, which should, you know, as we look at it, he doesn't have that many void rays. Should really obliterate his army composition, and obviously that's what I'm going for. Got these drones sitting here, waiting to eat these delicious minerals. And he is doing the same. He's putting this Nexus up. I see it. I got control of these towers. You know, I wish he would do more with these towers. He could really control vision of a lot of this map. I know what's going on this whole game through these towers. Mutalisks, because I know he's got these Void Rays, and I want to counter that with Mutalisks. They're a little bit more mobile than Hydras. Not quite as effective, but, you know, I would rather have a more mobile army than this, like... Hydras are so slow off creep, and, you know, I have to... This whole stretch off creep, which is so slow. Got a lot. If we look at my hotkeys, I haven't hotkeyed this yet, which is disappointing. A lot of ultras, a lot of lings. Got some mutas to deal with these void rays that I've seen, and I'm gonna try to push on them. These photon cannons aren't gonna do a lot, honestly. I feel like at this point, photon cannons aren't some kind of saving grace. They're not gonna do anything really. Versus ultras, he knows I have ultras. They're just not gonna do a whole lot. They're kind of a mineral sink at this point. Staying on top of my larva, most definitely. Get a queen here. What am I thinking? I'm moving this army around. I'm thinking about attacking him, but I see he's mobilizing down here. Let me drink some beer before this happens. He's moving towards this Selnaga Tower, seeing that I have nothing here. Roasting! Roasting my extractor. I move in! Oh, the surround! Psystorm's going down on my Ultralisks, but sadly that doesn't do a whole lot. I literally chew through this army! His army composition really just faltered to mine. And, with this elephant rampage about to hit his expo right here. So, you know, I move in. Try to take out this base, reduce the economic advantage that he may have over me. Got some drones idling here. I'm a friggin' noob. Still at the production tab, making a lot of ultras, mutas, hydras, because I want to deal with any kind of airplay he deals, because these mutas really aren't that strong versus airplay. So I got some hydras coming. What are my upgrades looking like? 2-2 on melee, pretty strong. I actually haven't watched this replay. He's just 2-0-0, so staying ahead in the upgrades. Whatever. It's a really strong macro game, you know. At this point, I'm massing up a lot of ultras. I'm basically food capped. Ultras. So good versus army composition. I mean, they're just a sweet friggin' unit. Psystorm not doing a whole lot. And I move these mutas in. Hockey 3. I focus fire these. Let's look at me. I'll focus fire these pretty soon. Yeah. Focus firing these. Let's look at everyone. Ultras is eating his entire base up. Any GGs, you know, I've just, you know, out-macroed him in this game. Pretty good game. PvZ, shockingly, is one of my most difficult matchups. I feel like, you know, I just stayed on top of this game. Look at this. 200 versus 41, 616. I really just stayed on top of my macro, and I really can attest that these ultras won the game for me. I stayed on top of my macro, used ultras to my maximum advantage. He didn't get a lot of immortals, so, you know, he's a little late on that. And you can see I'm just running off 1, 2, 3 bases. 2 bases, fully saturated, and he's really not doing a whole lot. I think cannons were really like disgusting mineral sink for him. They weren't doing a whole lot. Like, cannons fall so easily to these ultras and lings. This composition just destroys lings. Anyways, pretty macro game on Metalopolis, PvZ, and this is really, you know, how you should play it. Stay on top of your macro. Don't let his early expansion throw you off. Keep expanding. Keep droning up. Don't worry. Keep tabs on him. And just know when you have to really make an army versus the Protoss. This is a really common build recently. This Forge expansion, and you know, try to out macro them. Try to figure out what optimal unit composition you can get, and you know, I think you'll be okay. Look at all these ultras. This Elephant and Stampede just rampaging through his base. He has nothing. So I hope you learn a little something. Hope you enjoy this commentary. I got a piece so bad, and I never got rid of this friggin' observer. Anyways, enjoy the game. Hope you learned something. Have a good night. I'm drunk as shit. Quit out. Quit out. Come in with the milk.